All right. Well, this week on the podcast, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Smash that subscribe button, by the way. Stop. Yeah. You hit it. Yeah, I'll wait. I got time. I got fucking all day. But anyway, you can do it later if you want to. But anyway, this week on the pod, I'm going to be giving shit away for free. The tables are turning. I am no longer the prey on Kijiji. I am now the predator. Tune in and find out what I'm talking about. Cam, what are we doing this week?
This is a great week to listen to the 2 Season Pod podcast. Of course, you can subscribe, you can like, you can give us 5 stars.
Or you can sponsor the show. You can always do that.
You can sponsor the show, all these things. You're gonna love this episode. For all you cum fans out there, if you love cum, semen, sperm, you're gonna love all the things that happen in the show. So stick around.
Tune in for free cum.
Cams.
Well, welcome to 2 Season of Pod, where it's your 2 stepdads you didn't know you had are going to tell you a little lesson about life for about an hour. You already know what you're listening to. I'm Cam LeClaire, and my co-host is, as always.
My name is Cameron Osborne.
That's sick. What's your middle name?
That's sick. My name is Cameron Storm Osborne.
That's her real middle name, folks.
Always has been. Always will be. Has it ever gotten me laid, folks? I know at home you're wondering, has my cool bomb-ass middle name ever got me laid? And you all know the answer is no. It has. What? Yes. I mean, I think every sexual conquest I've ever had, the middle name has been so insignificant to the actual event taking place.
You should bring it up first. I think that's your problem.
Or maybe that's what it is, right? I'm waiting too late. That's the thing. I don't. It's a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing to get out there when you have an abnormal name like myself. I wish I could have just gotten. Why couldn't I have had my middle name after my dad, Paul, right. Cameron Paul Andrew Osborne. Exactly.
Cameron
right.
Paul Andrew.
It's tough.
You ever run into those people with 6 different middle names, though?
Yeah, my stepbrother has 2. My stepbrother has a double middle name. That's tough.
What's the reason for that? They just couldn't decide.
I think it's you're naming after 2 people. I don't like the naming people after people.
No,
I'm not down on that because I'm not named after. I'm not named after anybody in my family or anything, right? So I'm an OG person. There was no previous Cameron Osborne. There was no previous Storm in the family. It was just no, Cameron Storm is now the cool thing. Now, if I have a son and name him Cameron Storm Osborne
you're gonna
II,
right?
That's pretty.
You're just gonna call him Stormy.
That's pretty cool. Right off the bat, It's tough.
Yeah, I think you should definitely name your kid Stormy, middle name Daniels.
No,
just as a sentiment to the 2010s.
That's a good point. Folks at home, you could be right. If you've been listening to the show long enough, and I think we're in episode 11 right now of 2 Season of Pod at gmail.com.
Episode 11, yeah.
Or maybe episode 11, maybe even episode 12. You know how much I'm talking about Stormy Daniels' mom.
You love it. It's all you talk about.
Specifically.
Literally, you text me late at night, and you're like, yo, did you get the news on this, dude? I'm like, I'm fucking sleeping. It's 4 a.m. What are you talking about?
I'm very excited about the news of... Because it's Travis Scott and I just don't want to say the wrong. I just don't want to say the wrong answer I just don't want to say the answer because folks at home, that I know the right answer. Kendall?
I don't know. I don't follow up with celebrity gossip. But you know what I did find out today for celebrity gossip?
Oh, fun! We're bringing in a celebrity gossip. Seg. So picture the theme song is gonna have a bunch of
Hollywood.
No. It's a bunch of the flashes
Hollywood.
of old style cameras. It's like that.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like you're on a red carpet, and then people are saying over here.
Me
hey,
too.
over here,
Me too.
over here.
Yeah, I like that. Chad Kroeger was married to Avril Lavigne. I figured this out today.
Yeah,
this is not new news.
We knew that. No, we knew that already. That's old news.
They broke up in 2015.
Yeah, that's actually
In case you're wondering.
No, I don't think anybody was wondering that anymore.
No. Well, I was. I figured that out. And I was
Do you have
blown away.
anything?
I'm
Do you have
like,
any
oh my
other?
God, my skater girl.
Do you have any other news for out of date celebrity gossip? Anything
Bill
else
Clinton
you got?
was guilty? I don't know. Innocent? Did he get impeached? Who
I
knows?
think. Well, it's like the two different things, right? There's like the one
Right.
thing, then the second thing. So we got the first
yeah.
thing, but not the second thing, or something.
I guess I don't have any hot news. I'll come up with more outdated news next week. Celebrity news that is not relevant to today's day.
Yeah, outdated
How's
celebrity
everyone-
news. Do you have any outdated celebrity news that you want to let us know about? Hey, twoscenespod@gmail.com.
Someone asked me. They said, "Hey, Someone asked me. They said, what's the email address for your podcast?"
Perfect.
And I'm like, do I need to fucking say it?
Perfect.
Like, I say it
If you
times.
see Cam or myself walking down the street or something, hey, ask us. Hey, what's the email address?
Hey, what's
perfect.
the email? twoseasonapod@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's what everyone's talking about in the iTunes comment sections. Everybody's comment is just saying, "What's the email address?"
Right.
I think
good.
more people are getting, or I do know a lot of people are responding to 2dsandapod@gmail.dom, that dominatrix sub email account that happened, because those people
Right,
over there,
okay.
they've been getting action.
We are selling GIMP suits branded as 2 Season a Pod, my face and Cam face on each one of the butt cheeks.
Yeah, we're in conjunction now. The 2dsandapod@gmail.com and subs got they got so much money, and then they're now an official sponsor.
OG partner of the pod.
OG partner of the podcast. We gotta thank Doms and subs.
Big shouts out to Big
for
Doms.
all the work that they do to the
shouts
show.
out to subs. Fuck you, subs, because you like that. Hey, big shouts out to email
guess.
listeners, because I heard we have some emails coming hot off the press.
Dear 2csinapod@gmail.com. Stop plugging your email all the time. Nobody is going to write you.
Yeah, we got another email this week, folks. This one from somebody new, from somebody we actually haven't, from somebody we actually don't know yet, of course. Who emailed the show last time? We're in and out of. What's her name? Felicia.
Felicia, yes. Felicia. We'll just call her Felicia. Friendly Felicia.
That makes it sound weird. Let's not
Friendly.
Let's not say it like that. Anyways, this week's email is from listener of the show. Oh, thanks for listening, Sophia Lucas. Thanks for listening and thanks for reaching out.
Sophia, what's up, Sophia?
Here's what she had to say. And again, again, we're only reading one of these a week. We get so many of these. The inbox is just going. So I sort of see that.
Sometimes I dream about it at night, just clearing my inbox. Like it's just so wild.
It's so open. So like really, we don't really have the time to prep a lot of these things. We just kind of click on them, and then so we're just going to start reading what Sophia Lucas has just kind of said to us, because the subject of the email is very urgent.
Okay.
Very urgent, comma.
Ooh.
But anyways, let's get into this from Sophia Lucas.
Let's get into this.
Cam, may the peace of God be with you. I'm writing this mail to you with heavy sorrow in my heart. This message, mighty, comes to you as a surprise, but I chose to reach you through this email because it still remains the fastest medium of communicating with you. End of sentence. That was a big sentence.
It's a long sentence.
Please give me this little chance to explain myself to you. I would have liked to meet you in person before departing from this Mother Earth, but due to illness, continue to deprive me the chance. But even if I die, the purpose of this illness, I will still praise the Almighty God. My name is Sophia Lucas. I'm a dying woman diagnosed of cancer for about 1 year ago, immediately after the death of my beloved husband, who has left me everything he worked with and a bank deposit for the sum of $11 million, with my name as the legal rightful appointed beneficiary to the fund.
2 Season a Pod. We're getting a sponsor, baby. It's about time.
We asked, we put out the vibes out there in the world. Next Blue, of course, we're still in talks with Next Blue. Are you smoking Next Blue yet? I really hope you are.
It's fucking not. It's cool.
Oh my God, is this our?
Keep going.
Is this our way out? Anyways, that is the reason why I decided to entrust my inheritance money to you. I hope that you will not expose or betray this trust, and confident that I am about to repose on you for the mutual benefit of the orphans and less than privileged ones, believing that you will utilize the money the way I am going to instruct herein as I mentioned above. I need you to assist me to reclaim this money from the bank where it's been deposited by my late husband and use the fund for charity works in your position before I die. Such as orphanages, and gives justice to help to the poor, needy, elderly ones, and the widow, says the Lord.
What do you want to do with your sum?
What do I want to do with my sum of the 11 million?
I'm gonna buy a Benz, drive it 1 kilometer off the lot, and go, I don't want it anymore, just so it loses that 20% value.
Just like right off the bat, and then you're just like, I don't even care, because that 20% is nothing to me anymore.
Nothing to me. Yeah, peanuts.
And it will be my great pleasure to compensate you 35% of the total money for your personal use, 5% for any expenses that may occur during the transaction, and while 60% of the money will go to the charity project, or better still, you can invest the total fund into your personal business ventures. And make sure you assist the orphanages and less than privileged to do other charitable works with the profit you will make from the business.
So we just need to become a charitable organization.
It will be my pleasure to see that the bank has released the transfer of fund into your bank account. They're in country even before I die here in the hospital. She's in the hospital right now.
I'm glad we're cheering her up with 2 Seasons a Pod, and she really reached out to us.
Oh my God, this woman is in the hospital bed and she's listening to 2 Seasons a Pod every week. Are we keeping this woman alive?
I think so. That's great.
May God bless you
Felicia,
for your kind help.
Thanks, Felicia.
No, this is Sophia.
Hey, Sophia, sorry.
Miss Sophia Lucas. Wow.
Not related to Felicia?
No, that was Felicia Saitoti. Yeah, different woman. Different woman.
Okay. Yeah, big shouts out to her. Glad you listened to the podcast. If you could just send that over to 2seasonapod@gmail.com. Yeah, we'll be sure to invest in the podcast and keep you alive.
So I guess we're each getting 35% of the 11 million. So whatever that is.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's like $4 million.
Great. Hey, there we go. Cam, I think we can fucking quit this whole podcast shtick because
it's about time.
It's about time that we got paid
hate this.
the way we should have.
This.
I hate having to do this.
Thank God we make so much money doing this.
I know it's a good thing because it honestly wouldn't be worth it. This would not be worth it if I wasn't making the type of cash that I'm making right now.
Yeah, speedboats, fucking houses in the hills, everything.
Oh, I do so much cocaine now. I do so
That's
much
ridiculous.
cocaine. It's
I'm starting to think it's a problem.
No, it's great. It's great because what do they say about cocaine, right? As long as you can afford it, you're good.
You can do it, yeah.
Right? Because if you can afford it, and then
if you can afford it, it's not a problem.
There you go. It's when you can't afford it.
That's when it's a problem.
That's when it becomes a problem. So I'm just doing so much coke and so much just uppers, downers, partying all the time now with all this podcast money that's coming in. Folks, if you're sitting there at home, the podcast game, get in it because it's lucrative.
I'd say so. It's ridiculous. She's probably gonna quit my other job pretty soon. Can I give a shouts out?
You want to give a shouts out?
Yeah.
Okay, give a shouts out.
I want to give a shouts out to all the ladies working at the castle. I heard we got some listeners down there, and just want to give a big shouts out from the other side of the pod.
There you go. Of course, we do have listeners out there.
In a castle, and we're talking a big, giant castle in Northern Ireland.
Yes, of course, in Northern Ireland. The aggressive side of Ireland, of course. That's where everyone is. That's where there's a lot of
arms,
right? Isn't that where they fight and stuff like that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, aren't you going to Ireland?
I'm trying not to go to Ireland.
You're trying
not to go to Northern Ireland.
Right. So you're just biking along the border of the south.
Pretty much, yeah, and then just yelling at those pigs up there.
Right, and you're hoping
entire
to
time.
now you're hoping to actually you're going there with the intention to hopefully like aggravate the situation even more.
Yeah, that's the game
So
plan.
yeah,
Really
it's
just
kind of
piss
like an
people off.
anti-peace mission, I guess. That's kind of like a
guess
personal mission that you decide. Why have you decided to go on this anti-peace mission to Ireland?
I think things are a little bit. I think the media is a little bit too happy right now. So I'm just trying to, get things back where they need to be. Trying to invest money in news.
All right, you're trying to divert, and you thought why? What better place than Ireland to really start that unrest?
Yes, dial it, baby.
Okay.
Do you want to hear my? I got a good Kijiji story for you.
A good Kijiji story, because so folks at home.
Most of the time, they're awful.
If you've listened to the show before, of course you know that Cam almost got molested in some guy's house over a chessboard or something like that.
Yeah.
And then another time, like his phone died, like it was a horror movie. Mm-hmm. So you're not batting 1,000 in terms of
no, definitely
Kijijiing things,
right? So the problem with that was that I was always on the defensive because I was always getting things. Well, now I'm trying to declutter my life, and now I'm trying to give things away.
Oh, you are giving things for.
I am now the predator. I am now the predator on Kijiji. So,
you're the spider setting up its web for the fly.
Exactly,
Yeah.
setting up the trap. So recently, I've posted a bunch of shit on Kijiji, and one of them that I had that I didn't want to throw out just because I'm a big believer and not throwing out a bunch of trash and trying to reuse it, was a box of 300 plastic cutlery. So just like plastic cutlery used at a picnic, I had a box of it that just had way too much. It was like a Kirkland brand. I think it was passed on from my parents to me.
Right, so the option was either get rid of it or go on more picnics. And you're a busy guy.
Exactly.
You're a busy guy.
Exactly.
You don't have time
or
to be
just
going on
use
all these
regular
picnics.
forks on my picnics.
And
So
just bring
I
them home
put
and
it
wash
up. I put it up free on Kijiji, and I want you to guess how long it took before I got a response.
Now you're putting shit up for free. See, this really changes the
Free on Kijiji.
This is, I'm sure you and Rachel are just battling back and forth with some of these hot items. I'm gonna say it was like 3 hours.
8 minutes. I get a phone call. 8 minutes.
Phone call? You didn't put text only?
I wish No, I said text only. I didn't say text only. I just said call me or text me if interested. So I've actually saved the voicemail for it, which I'm going to pull up in a second because it was absolutely adorable. But anyway, after that, I had 3 more people contact me about it, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like people, it seems like whenever something goes for free on Kijiji, people lose their mind.
Wow.
Yeah. So the transaction was set. He asked me if I could pick it up. Let's get the voicemail.
He asked
right here.
you if he could pick it up.
We're just gonna get the voicemail pulled up. Sorry, folks. Can't carry the pod for a second, Cam.
You want me to vamp?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll vamp for a little bit. Back a few months ago. Oh my god. So and then I said.
I think it's gone.
It turns out that every single time we would go to this place.
I had it saved and it got deleted, Cam.
How'd you delete it?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I've never been so underwhelmed.
Damn, I had it saved and everything.
No, you didn't have it saved though. I think that was.
How can you check your saved voicemails on voicemail?
I don't know. Nobody ever calls me. I don't even know if.
That's a good point. Okay, I'm not going to drag this on.
No, I think you're allowed to. I think if I remember my voicemail box correctly, it lets you save for like 2 days or something. Like there is a finite amount of time.
That's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why. Anyway, the guy calls him and he goes something around like, "Hey, saw your ad. Something blah 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 blah. I want to pick it up." And then you just hear he goes, "Okay," and then you hear his wife in the back and go like, "Well, say your number." He's, "Oh, okay, it's this number." I'm like, which is pretty funny because this day and age, I don't need you to repeat your number at the end of it because everyone has a fucking phone, and I can just call back.
Or
that
everybody has caller ID.
Yeah, exactly. That's a better way to put it. Yeah. But then I called him back and I'm like, hey, yeah, we can set this up for pickup, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, is this the best number I can text you at? He's like, this is a home phone. Nice. I'm like, this fucker doesn't even have a cell phone. So I didn't want to meet with him. So I just left the box outside and I said, just come take it. Like, no one else will be stealing this box from me.
That's a good point. And that was the transaction?
That was it. I didn't talk to the guy at all. I didn't really want to.
So you tried to go the other way as a predator, right? You didn't want to be perceived as like, hey, come walk down like 12 stairs into my apartment. No, that's weird.
So what I'm going to do here now, Cam, is I'm going to do a live experiment where I'm going to post something for free and see if we can get a call back or a text in the podcast.
Right now,
live.
Okay, what do you post? Okay, it's a lot of fun. What are you posting for free?
I'm going to be posting for free a waxer for my car. It is car waxer polisher.
Folks at home, like, you can go on Kijiji right now, Kitchener, the Kitchener area, whatever that like setting is. Do you need a waxer for your car?
I'm doing it. I'm going to press play. I had it for 15, then I had it for 10, and I still didn't get a response. So I'm just going to put it up for free.
Fuck it. Put it up for free.
Fuck it. Ready? It's a Simonized 10-inch random orbit polisher. Comes with a sweet case and some rags, too.
Okay.
It has like 6 pictures. If interested, text me. I'm going to say call me. See if we can get a live on the pod.
That's a good point. Yeah. Call Cam right now. Yeah, if you want this thing. Let me know when you post it. We'll start the official stopwatch. This has really added like some drama to the to the latter half of the show. Folks at home this is like a huge cliffhanger. Folks at home, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna get a live fucking listener on this show, or live caller? If we can somehow plug the podcast to this live unsuspecting person who just want a clean car, I guess.
Should I write "call me ASAP"?
No, that's a little weird. Call me
that's a good point.
As soon as possible.
As soon as fucking possibly possible.
Need to get rid of this car waxer.
I gotta get out of the house. It has blood stains. I mean, it has waxing stains on it. Okay, it's posted.
It's posted, folks. The stopwatch is moving.
Maybe what I should do for it is like qualify people and be like, hey, is it still there? I'm like, yeah, what kind of car you got?
Like you want it to go to a good home. So you're like, if it's gonna be waxing a 2004 Civic, it's like, hey,
be like, can we do like a home visit where I can just like see the car and like get a feel for the paint job, just like a dog. Be like, what kind of gas are you putting in it?
Exactly.
How often are you actually washing this?
How often are you rotating these cars
rotating tires? Rotating these cars.
I'm such a simpleton.
Fuck. Yo, it's because we're recording a little bit earlier than usual, and Cam's in my time of the day right now.
What do you mean your time of the day? I'm also awake in the afternoon. What time do you? What do you think I? You think I just
sleep
fucking
until 5 o'clock at night?
You think I sleep until 5 p.m.?
Yeah,
and then I get moving. That's incorrect, sir. I was up, obviously, but nobody wakes up at 5 a.m. like you do. So you are more on the extreme than I am.
Guy, I was at yoga at 6 a.m. this morning.
Exactly, and that is messed up. So
I'm a fucking animal.
Listeners at home, right? You're on my side, right? Like, Cam waking up at 5 in the morning is clearly the messed up part.
No.
Right? Me sleeping in until 9:30 on a morning I don't work. That's fine. 9:30, Cam?
I'm just waiting for this phone to blow up. I'm fucking pumped.
Well, you can't think of anything else? We got to keep moving. We got to pretend like it's not there, and then in post-production,
right.
They get like these little updates or something, because eventually it's going to happen, and then we'll sound the alarms. We have the soundboard ready to go with various fireworks sounds, cheering of
celebrations, going yay.
Yeah, a lot of people going yay,
party.
and then just a couple people just kind of going like yay, like very monotone.
Because they're happy about it, but they're not actually happy about it. They're more jealous.
Exactly right. Maybe
because they didn't get it.
Yeah, because they didn't get it right. People, because we're gonna vet out those bad cars, the Civics, the whatever else is what else is a bad car? A Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry, old like an old Firebird too. I'd consider it, but not if it has that bird on the front of it.
Folks at home, you're listening to Car Talk. It's the episode where we alienate literally every single listener, probably, and we talk about cars. So Cam, so you have the one pedal makes the car go faster, and the other one makes the other pedal over there makes the car go less faster. Can you expand on that? Can you expand on that a little bit?
It's pretty complicated car stuff. One's called the accelerator, and one's called holy fuck, we're gonna hit that kid.
That's a good point. Actually, the first time Henry Ford ever took a car out for a ride, he unfortunately made the mistake of riding it around a school zone, and he only had the accelerator. yeah, that's actually how it happened, because he was like stomping his way on the floorboard, just saying, "Oh my god, we're gonna hit that fucking kid." He was just hoping that
there'd be a button.
Yeah, there'd be something there that would stop it, and thus the brake, as it were, was born. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people little known car fact.
And that concludes our car hour. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is brought to you by
that hour just flew by. Come back next week when we talk about different pitches of the turning signals.
I like the vroom vroom sound.
I like the tick tick, not the talk talk. And we'll get back to more of that next week.
That used to be a real sound. Now it's a mechanical sound.
Yeah, it's probably just like a little like a bing bong. Yep. It used to be like a real thing that was hitting like something else, going tick 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 tick. Back in my day.
Sad world we live in,
It really is.
Unfortunate. Well, now that we're not talking about my free Uncle Gigi, let's talk about your free Uncle Gigi. You want to jump into a little game?
A-I-J-I-J-I-K I-J-I J-I-K
Jumping into a little game here.
I guess it's called Free on the Internet.
So, controversially, we agreed, I think, on last week's show that we're going to expand our, in a way, just kind of have things that are free online. Mm-hmm. Do we change the theme song?
No, we don't. We got to keep it OG.
If we keep it, maybe we can kind of add a flair of something else that describes just kind of internet wide. But we'll figure that out as we go. By the way, what are we gonna call it? That's the big thing.
I think Free on Kijiji is the best name
I think Free on Kijiji is still the thing to call it, although Kijiji does expand. Two other things. There you have it, folks, and that's canon. That is canon from here on out. On the Two Season Pod podcast. We can use anything online, but it's still called Free on Kijiji because the spirit of it is what lives on.
The spirit of it, yeah. What do you got for me, kiddo?
Oh, what do I have? Okay.
Should I start? I guess I normally do start.
Yeah, go ahead. You start.
All right, are we elevator pitching or are we just pitching?
Cameron, we're always pitching in the elevator.
Always pitching in the elevator, baby.
And we're always pitching in the elevator of buildings of various heights. So sometimes it takes like 7 minutes, and sometimes it might just take a couple. It's a limitless building. A limitless elevator.
This is me walking. Hey, hold that door. I'm running.
No, but you're really far away. Yeah, you're screaming at me down this hall. You're still running. Oh my God! Jeez, okay.
Fuck! Oh, thank you.
Wow, you ran at least 200 yards right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty athletic.
I know. I was able to hear you from all that distance too. Okay. What floor are you going to?
420. Sorry, floor 20. Floor
20. You're going to floor 20.
Yeah, going off to floor 20. Hey, this is a pretty cool Daisy. Is it a leather coat?
This is a leather jacket.
You a biker boy?
Am I a biker boy? Well, I don't like to brag, but sometimes me and the wife will strap on the old hog
She call you? She call you her zaddy?
She calls me. Yes, that's what she calls me. How did you know, sir? May I ask who you are?
Well, let me tell you, I'm a rep from Harley Davidson.
Oh,
and
it's just a weird. You don't work in this building. This is a financial office. You don't.
Oh, that's because listen, I saw the hog outside. All right,
oh,
big
you're
cat.
right. You saw my hog. Right.
Right, and I needed to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Well, it's an odd way to get my attention, but sir, you have it.
Listen, are you looking for a bad girl? I know you have a wife, but is she a bad girl?
You know what? I love my wife. But I guess
Maybe a nice pair of leather boots. Start the outfit right. That's right. I have a pair of used Harley Davidson ladies boots.
and this is the way in which you've chosen to. Not only do I need to not only do I need to take these boots off of you, I need to get myself a woman besides my wife to give the boots to.
I mean, that's up to you. I'm just saying.
I thought that was the world you posited for me.
You interested?
In
we got 19 more floors to go, buddy.
we're going high up there. Leather boots.
Well, that's not any leather boots, Cam. They're Harley Davidson leather boots, ladies size 8, and they're for bad girls only.
Jesus.
You like it? I thought it was a pretty good find, actually.
That's good.
I mean,
Tell
it
us
looked
more.
pretty clean. Well, it was made by Katarina, and she's in Edmonton, Alberta. So she's obviously getting rid of her bad girl days.
Okay, you keep going back to bad girl.
Yeah, if you ride a bike and you're a chick, you're a bad girl.
Oh, so it doesn't say that in the ad. You have added this.
No, I'm
Cam,
definitely implying that.
That's what I thought you were trying to get at. I thought like the ad said for bad girls, and that's where you were gonna get. But
no, I just assume if you're wearing Harley Davidson boots to a lady, you're a bad girl.
Don't stop saying that. It sounds weird coming out of your mouth.
Like a
Don't. You're making the listeners uncomfortable.
bad girl.
See, yeah. Even you whispering
They like that. They told me. I just got a text that said, "Yeah, keep it up."
The bad girls or the Kijiji find?
Because
folks,
both.
We are just cresting over 10 minutes since the ad was posted. On Kijiji, so we have broken the record, or we haven't quite hit the success of the box of plastic cutlery,
Which blows my mind. Like, how is this not already sold?
How did you sell it? Maybe you sold the other one better. Like, did you for the picnic one for the cutlery? Did you describe like a beautiful summer's day?
No, I just
you're
said
with your family.
Maybe I need to put free in the title. Maybe I need to repost it as free. I just changed the price.
I think it's saying free definitely helps. Probably, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put free on it.
Cam, you can't take the ad off though. That's gonna throw off.
I'm not gonna take it off. I'm just gonna edit it.
Oh, you're just gonna edit it. Okay, so folks, we're sitting about the 11-minute mark. We're editing the advertisement.
I'm gonna put little stars with it too. You know, little star things.
Yeah, the little whatever those are. You know what I'm talking about. Folks at home, you know what we're talking about.
Free car polisher. Oh, they're gonna love it. Post ad.
Post ad. It's been posted.
Free car polisher posted. I'm expecting like a 42-year-old man who has his Corvette. He's like, yeah, I'm looking for something to shine this baby up. You know, back in the day, he's shine like a bird on the sun.
Exactly. Getting ready just in time. Spring's right around the corner. You gotta you gotta polish up your hog. Maybe you got a Harley Davidson. We got fucking boots and polishers.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, bye.
Okay, Cam. I think it's time for my free on Kijiji.
I'm walking into the elevator.
You're walking in the elevator. Bing. Okay, sorry.
What are you sorry about, sir? There's no reason to be sorry. We're in an elevator.
No. Well, sir, I'm sorry.
Did you fart?
Well, I did, but no, that's not why I'm sorry. No, sir, I'm sorry to hear that you were let go. Just earlier today, I can see you have the big box that they give you, when you're let go.
They told me I was moving desks. But
but
I'm not.
There's a big packet
my
of paper.
My key card's not working on the elevator.
Yeah. There's a big packet
shit.
of paper that you're holding that says severance package. I just sort of thought you knew what was happening, but well, anyway, I am so sorry to hear that, but I think this is very good for you though, right? Because you've always been cooped up there on that desk, and you've been talking about how you want to try new things in life. Right? And I think this could really be a great opportunity for that. You're always telling us at lunch how you want to get out and travel more, how you want to swim with the dolphins, how you want to open your own dental office. You're always telling us about that dental office, and it always just sounds like such a pipe dream. But now that you've been let go from this big law firm, getting paid moderately.
I thought he was pitching me a new book called Several Ants.
Wait, we're still. You're the separate.
I'm in shock, sir. Pipe dream seems great.
Yeah, that book that he gave you is Several Ants. But look under the book. Look at that big pack of papers.
Okay,
the severance package. Yes. He did also give you the animated book Several Ants. But that's beside the point too. I think it's just now time for you to pursue your dreams, and if you really do want to pursue your dream of opening a dental office, I have 3 old dental chairs. I have a rarely used Zoom 2 whitening kit, and a few long fold-out cables that I would just love to
get out of town.
I would just love
get
to
out
give.
of town.
I would just love to give to you, so you can really start up your true passion in life.
So this is like pretty much a full dentist office you're giving me.
At least 3 old dental chairs. I guess that's enough. You can have 3 patients going at the same time, and maybe they share the Zoom 2
Maybe
whitening.
they can have conversations together.
Yeah, and then maybe they can share the Zoom 2 whitening kit.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I could see myself running that business. But I do want to finish this book that they pitched me, Several Ants.
Yes. Oh, you should finish reading Several Ants. It's there's a big twist at the end. Yeah, there's a big twist at the end
6.
you'll never see coming. there's far fewer than several, let me tell you.
Where'd you find this gem?
This gem is from the lovely city of Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow, you're expanding to America.
This was our first off of Kijiji find, which is a lot of fun too. We went elsewhere in America, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, 3 fucking. I guess the photos are funny too because it doesn't look like it's in an old dental office that they're getting rid of. It looks like it's in somebody's basement. Like it has that unfinished basement look to it, where it's
you have to pick it up yourself.
Yeah, or it doesn't specify. It just says call to arrange or whatever. But
come on, get on down there.
It just looks like it's in an unfinished basement where you can see the. Like you see the insulation wrapped up in plastic.
Yeah.
On the walls. So who knows? But there you have it.
I imagine you get in there. You guys are like, all right, let's go on down there. Yeah, you try strapping yourself if you like.
That's your Cleveland accent. that's your Cleveland accent.
Hey, listen, people in America move wherever the fuck they want because there's like cities everywhere. That's the thing in America. People start in one state and always move to a different one. In Canada, it seems like a lot more people just kind of stay, in the same province. Maybe a little bit of moving around. But how many people do you know that are not from Ontario?
It's funny. I was talking about this just the other day, where Americans have that. They'll have that. I was born in one place, but I went to school in another place, and now I live in this place. They'll have like a 3 thing, I was born in Seattle, but I went to school in Alabama, and now I live in Philly. And you're like, how the fuck did that happen? I think it's just an amount of people thing, an amount of cities thing, especially for us living in Ontario and living in Canada, at least, like there's like 4 places that I would, four places you can kind of live at. You're Southern Ontario,
none of it not on the list. Be honest.
Or it's like how many people live in Winnipeg? It's just there's going to be less people, so the odds are just way less. I bet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I don't know, but yeah, you are correct. You are right. Other than I have a friend from Edmonton who lives in Montreal right now, so he kind of pulled both.
I mean, Montreal is like.
Yeah, I think Montreal would count. It would kind of be like you're either like Toronto, Montreal, or Vancouver is one of the 3 places you're going to end up.
Calgary, maybe.
You're going to end up there, though. That's kind of the thing. It's like...
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because they're not exactly... Or, it's just kind of like if you're born and raised in Southern Ontario, you're probably going to eventually end up in Southern Ontario.
Yeah, or Florida.
or Florida.
Like one of the two, yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of funny, though. That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's too much, man.
That's too much, man. Plowing ahead, we still have no responses to this freak of Gigi ad, I'd like to point out.
This is tough. I threw my phone over on the other table because I think we're well on 15 minutes. The listeners...
Can you maybe just call me and ask for it? I don't know. Listener, please don't embarrass me like
Cam,
this.
come over here.
Don't come off desperate. Don't
come over here. Yeah, just we'll be right back. Just Cam, can you just come over here for a sec?
Yeah. What's up?
Why did you tell me to call you? Like on mic, they would have heard me say. They would have heard you say that.
No. I think it's like they think it's like a code because I think we have codes with us.
Oh, right. Okay, so if by the end of the show,
I said call me maybe. Like we're just like spitting songs.
Okay, so if by the end of the show nobody calls, I'll call. And
right. Perfect.
I'll pretend.
Yeah. You go to you say you have to go take a big poop. So that'll give us like
huge.
6-7 minutes.
I got a dookie. Got a big old dookie just in my pants.
Yeah, and then you call me up and then just say you want it. Just say you want it bad.
I just say I want it. Wait, what would you like for me to say to you?
I just want to pick up and I go, it's Cameron speaking. You go, I want it bad. Bad.
Okay. I can do that. I'll be honest.
Thanks.
I'll be honest. I really hope somebody contacts you before I have to do this.
I kind of hope they don't.
Okay, are we good?
I think we can get back on.
Okay, then go back on the show. Okay. We're back with.
Whoa, what was that?
We're back
That's
on that classic 2 season pod
I just saw
break.
there was a dog that was outside that was dead.
Cam's out there looking at dongs, and I'm out here.
Doing
I was
stuff.
watering plants.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you folks out there know, but I'm a little bit of a green thumb.
Look at you and your green thumbs. Anyway,
look at me. I just keep trying to wash it, and goddamn it won't come off. That green thumb, it's still green. I don't know.
Oh, you got me. You got me. You got some headlines for me, big guy?
It's we're winding up on the end of the show here, so let's finish off our show playing everyone's favorite game, Headline or Asinine.
Yeah, asinine.
Hey, headline or asinine. Headline or asinine.
Listeners at home, you all know how this game works. Cam and I are going to give each other 3 headlines. They may be real, they may be fake, but it's up for the other one to try to figure out.
They maybe make your stomach do a quake. That's a rhyme.
There you go. This is the rhyming episode, folks. And yeah, so that's how we played the game. Are they real? Are they fake? Who knows? But Cam, I'm going to kick off this week. Okay, so Cam, headline or asinine? Your first headline.
Or asinine.
Yeah, but no, it's last week it's high or no high-o.
High or no high-o.
You're for high or no high-o. Pillowcases full of snakes keep getting dumped outside a UK fire station.
Okay, the question I more so have about this is it they're dumping the snakes or the pillowcases with the snakes in them? And if so, what are they dumping it out of?
We're not getting caught up on grammar again. So you have to interpret that however you heard it.
And what town is it in again?
Outside a UK fire station.
UK fire. Well, there is a lot of snakes in the UK. Or was that the one where they beat them all with clubs? and there's no snakes anymore. That did happen somewhere, or that might have been a cartoon, so I might be off on this one. Maybe far off, but it does sound just too crazy not to be true. I just don't know why. But I'm going to say that's a headline.
Cam, that is a headline. I wish you'd have come out with a why, because the why is half the fun. I think the person you were thinking of was, I think it was the Pied Piper chased all the snakes out or something, or St. Patrick.
So, yeah, but he got... Yeah.
Or St. Patrick, fluted all the snakes out of Ireland, I think, maybe. Something might happen. Folks at home, you can fact check us on that one. But whatever it is, yeah, so... this is like the second time this has happened in just 1 week. When just the other day, 16 snakes were dumped inside of a pillowcase to a UK fire station. Just a few days after, 13 pythons were dumped outside the same the same fire station.
Could you repeat the last? So they're dumping them out of the pillowcase?
No, they're in the pillowcase. Just in. You were really hung up on that pillowcase. You got to start.
I'm not getting
stop. No, so they had 16 snakes in a pillowcase, and then they dropped the pillowcase.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because they didn't want it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because Cam, I think where you were getting hung up was picture them, and this is the dumping the booze situation all over again. Because the headline, so picture the bad guys, the people dumping the snakes. They would have 16 snakes in a pillowcase, and then they would what? Empty out the pillowcase. And then drop the pillowcase.
Snakes go away. You're right.
And then they would drop the pillowcase, and then the police would be like, "Okay, there's a pillowcase and 16 snakes."
Right.
You gotta think about that. But anyways, here, folks. Yeah. So far, this is a super new story. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
So you don't know the why. We don't know the why.
We don't know the why. No, this just happened. This story is actually just a couple days old. It's happened twice. Nobody really knows what's happening. Apparently, there was just a big storm that happened in and around the area, and which could be a reason why there are so many snakes displaced awkwardly. But apparently, I'm not even done, Cam. Yeah, I'm not even done. Apparently, putting snakes in pillowcases isn't the worst thing in the world, because with the storm that happened, they need light to, or it's good for them to be in a cool, contained environment, which is kind of weird.
I think it's a message because someone at the fire station ratted on a criminal, and now they're just dropping snakes because they're going, "You're a little snake. You little snake," and that's how they're getting the message across before they kill him. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if a fireman winds up dead next week and they find out that he was a witness.
Yeah. Are you fingers crossed for a dead fireman?
That's my theory.
Yeah.
All right. Headliner last time. The Cardiac Burger in Houston has claimed its first fatality.
Oftentimes, there are some things designed through history that were designed with the intention of hate. A weapon is created, not in self-defense, but in because it has the purpose to attack. Like a gun was created and named, and now a gun is a thing that's not meant to protect. No, it's actually meant to fucking, take a life with a gun. A sword. It's for chopping off heads, right? And you make those things pretty clear. Look at this thing. It's sharp. It's Indiana Jones knows how to use one. Clearly, this thing is like a killing machine. If you're gonna name your hamburger the Cardiac, you've created a mass weapon, both literally and figuratively. Now you know what you're going into it, right? It would be kind of like going on a roller coaster called the Death Drop, and then you die on it. Somebody's like, "Well, we kind of warned them. It was called the Death Drop." I wonder how much you have to eat though to die on the spot. which I think would be an amazing, like you see that in like a movie, right? Where someone's like, somebody's so fat and eating, and then like as they're eating, they have a heart attack. Like, I don't know, you could eat the fattiest bacon burger thing ever. Does it go to your blood that quickly? Is that how fast these things happen? You know what? This is Houston. Everything's bigger in Texas. I've seen people in Texas put butter on their steak. That's a thing that you do. I went there one time. And there's some fat motherfuckers out there. So this is a headline.
This is actually asinine. I made it up, but I think it's probably has happened. I don't know, but I'm kind of glad it hasn't because we don't want to deal with death in this show.
We were pitching this last week. The Positive Podcast.
The Positive Podcast.
80,000.
Always find a positive.
80,000 deaths, coronavirus deaths.
Yep. 80,000 less people crowd in the streets.
Oh my God, yeah. Christmas is going to be so much easier to shop this year.
That's right. Malls,
so many less lines in the mall. Oh my God.
So yeah, the Positive Podcast.
Positive Podcast here, folks. We're all about positive energy here. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going because, God damn it, I got some positive energy for you
Let me hear
Cameron. Cameron, your second headline. Prisoner who died and was brought back to life claims his life sentence has technically ended.
I mean, why wouldn't you argue that? I 100% agree with him. He's like, you did kill me, and then I made it back. Define what life is. Like, well, it's once you see it, you're like, did I die? Yeah. Okay. We got a deal. Also, why wouldn't you make that argument? Is a better question. You're not going to be like, I guess, I'm still alive. So you're like, I was put to death. This is my one shot out. How often do you get this chance at it? So I think for sure, I'm just trying to think how he would have got killed and came back to life. Wait, could you repeat it one more time? I just want to hear it.
I'll repeat that one more time. A prisoner who briefly died and was brought back to life claims his life sentence has technically ended.
Okay, so at first I thought it was like a death sentence, but now I think it's more like he suffocated or choked on something and he died for a second and he came back to life. So I'm going to say it's a headline.
Cam, that's a headline.
Yes.
And God damn it, you're kind of right. Or at least you're kind of close to that, rather. When prisoner Benjamin Schreiber, who is in court or in jail for killing a man with an axe back in 1996. Jesus Christ, he was sentenced to life.
So rockstar.
He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. He's 66 years old. He did have a heart attack where he flatlined, right? You flatline. Nice. He was revived at the hospital, and he believes he did complete his obligation to the state.
Agree.
And he met up with a 3-judge panel to see if they would overturn the rule in which recently this week, so this happened 4 years ago, but the decision just came this past week where the judges rejected his argument. Saying that Schreiber is either still alive, in which he must remain in prison, or he is actually dead, in which case this is not. Said Judge Amanda Potterfield. This happened in Iowa.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go.
Surprised. I get why they didn't want to let him back out, but I mean, you got to do it for the story.
You got an idea. Do it for the gram. Yeah, sure.
I got an idea. It's a little off topic because we still haven't heard anything back on the free rank GG. What if every time the show ends, I take it off, and every time the show begins, I put it back on?
Sure, that could be a lot of fun, if there's something, or, maybe next week, if you can hold on to a couple items, and every week you just kind of post it at the beginning of the show, and then...
Well, I think you have to help out here, bud. I can't just give away all my shit.
Well, do you have stuff? You just said the other day when I was there, you just said I have too much stuff.
I'm trying. Yeah, I know. I'm working.
Which probably means you have... Oh, yeah, but it's the free element that is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that one out.
It sounds like a no to me. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, you can do it, or you can do it, or you can... do you have to get rid of your stuff, like now, like soon? Yeah,
really,
take
you
the
know?
ad off when the show's over, and then next time the show fires up,
We
fucking
just
put the
start
ad
off
back
right
on.
hop. Yeah,
Or
this is
start-
the Free Uncle Gigi podcast where we start live and see if we can get live people on the air. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. If we got phone calls, we go, "You're live on 2 season of pod, and you have won. What are you looking for? What have you won today?"
Why is that your radio voice?
I love that.
Yo, welcome back to 2 season of pod.
Hey, welcome to 2 season of pod. This is you're live on the air. Congratulations, you're a viewer, you're a listener. Caller number 6. Caller number 6. What have you won today?
Classic, Cam. Okay, do you have another
All right,
headline for
headline
me
or
here,
asinine?
Bob?
University professor. Ready?
Yeah.
University professor compares OK Boomer to N-word, students say.
This one's tough. So, OK Boomer means, for those of you at home who don't know what's going on, it's what you would say to like someone who's a little bit older, if they say something that is relevant to their generation or relevant to them, but then wouldn't necessarily be relevant to us.
It's a great description.
I think give me a good example, Cam. Give me a good example. It would be like an old person going.
I'll give you a great example.
Okay. And we don't mean old. We just mean like, yeah, that kind of like maybe 60-ish.
Yeah. So you send
60
an
plus.
email to somebody, and you say like, "Hey Cam, you know, say you send like a sales email to them, be like, "Hey, I was hoping I gave you a guest in the podcast," and they write back, "Unsubscribe, do not contact me." But then at the bottom it says, "Sent from my iPad." You can easily just write back, "Okay, Boomer."
Why?
Because they don't know how to use
I don't
technology.
get that one.
Oh, because they don't know how to use email technology. You don't write unsubscribe to someone who's reaching out to you.
Oh, okay. So the joke here is that they think that
think that you're a
emailing
robot.
unsubscribe.
Just fixes every problem.
Hmm.
And then they also have sent from my iPod on the bottom.
There you go. Great example, right? Great example, Cam. So what you're saying here
The
is
question
that
is it comparable to the N-word?
wait, is this the boomer is saying that?
Yeah.
Not the kids, but the boomer
Not the
saying
kids.
like, "Hey, I'm as feeling as subjugated as other groups," and he
Yes.
chose the craziest word ever to say. My hope is that this is real, and my hope is that he is white. Because this sounds like one of those dumb white people things that a lot of dumb white people say. As you just heard here, folks, it's up to you to figure out whether you think "Okay Boomer" is even funny. Is it a part? Maybe we have to ask ourselves, hey, is that a part of our vernacular? Neither one of those words should even be a part of it. Quite frankly, none of us should be including either one of those two terms in our lexicon. One, because one is incredibly offensive and should never ever be said, and the second one is just fucking stupid. Like, say other things. There's so many other things you could say rather than "Okay Boomer." It also like ages you so perfectly. If I hear someone say "Okay Boomer," my first thought is, okay, you're 22, we're probably not going to get along much. That's my first thought if somebody uses that like in actual conversation, or somebody says like "TBH." My first thought is, oh, you're 25 and that's funny, but I have my shit together. That being said, though, people just aren't as smart as I am. People aren't as with it and as mature as I am. And this white boomer motherfucker out there is trying to like take back the night, his body, his choice. That's a headline.
That's a headline, baby, from the University of Oklahoma.
Yes!
The professor's apologizing as he said that "Okay Boomer" is the same as saying N star 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 ER.
So that could...
Yeah, read between the lines.
Yeah, I just want folks at home. It probably could be something else, but I think we know which one we're talking about.
Yes. They're not talking about the country. So apparently the student made a comment that journalists need to keep up with younger generations, and the professor said that that's the equivalent of saying "Okay Boomer" to him is saying the N-word. So
That's bold.
bad boy.
Bold. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be doing that, people.
No, you shouldn't be.
Fire it up.
Shouldn't be. Is this the last one? Is this the last round of Headline or Asinine?
So what you got? Yeah.
This is your third. Okay, Cam, here you go. Headline. Your third headline. Total sperm count in North America has dropped 60% in the last 40 years.
That doesn't. It sounds like a crazy headline, but I just don't see why it's even possible. Maybe it's because people are complaining that OK Boomer is equally as bad as the N word, and we all lost a little bit of that little oomph to us, a little too sensitive. But 60% just seems like a very high amount, and that's the problem I have with it. I'm going to say it's asinine.
Cam, I hope you've had your boys tested, because that's a headline. That's a headline here. Cam, you're right. It does sound like a crazy number, but in the last 40 years, the total sperm count of not only North Americans, but also Europeans, Austrians, and New Zealanders has dropped by 60%. Apparently, in a trend that accelerated, an accelerated trend that actually started in the 1940s. Well, of course, at the same time, there's been a steady decline in testosterone levels. Of course, the thing that you need pretty much to make gains and bust huge loads.
That's right.
Right? That's lame. That's lame. Why is this happening? Nobody really knows. The debate goes on. The radiation, air pollution, tight clothes, smoking, like all these things definitely have a role. But let's think about the typical Western diet, at least according to a new study published by the JAMA, which stands for something, but I didn't click on it. But it's pretty much these guys took a look at the Western food diet, and study found that on average, men who typically eat a westernized diet of pizza, snacks, sweets, and that kind of stuff, a lot of processed foods, have around 68 million fewer sperm upon ejaculation than men who eat a balanced kind of chicken and broccoli diet. And just for all you
like
men,
you and I.
like you and I, good diets, right? A lot of spinach, a lot of sweet potato. But just so you know out there, men listening and women who are also in the semen game, because chances are, whether you're a man or woman listening to the show, you've dealt with cum. You've dealt with sperm. And just so you guys know, a man is considered to have a low sperm count if you have 39 million sperm per ejaculation.
Or more than 3 pink shirts in your closet.
Or fewer than 15 million sperm per milliliter. Actually a thing. So that is a thing. So if you have less than 39 million sperm per load, you're actually low sperm. Low sperm can negatively impact a man's overall ability to get a partner pregnant. And
I did a test last week, and I did a quick count, and I was like way over that number. I was like 17, 18 million.
Yeah, I was doing a quick count too. What I kind of did, I came on a petri dish, and then I put that under a little microscope I have, and then just kind of went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Easy, yeah.
I just counted. I counted. I was at about 100, 125 million. I kind of lost count somewhere around there. My sperm were actually fighting each other. There was actually so many of them, they were suffocating. Like there wasn't enough fluid for them to all be. Because I'm all sperm, no semen.
Yeah, mine were doing squatting competitions with each other on the backs.
Yeah, they were just getting stronger, so they kind of looked like normal little sperms, but kind of had like little traps on them.
That was wild. Just so carved out. Just reminded me of me, you know?
They had little trap sperm. So there you have it, folks. Get your sperm tested. Do you want Cam and I to get our sperm tested? Reach out, juiceseasonpod@gmail.com. Maybe we'll do that.
I will do it for the fans.
I would do it for the curiosity, because I've always, I mean...
I wonder do they say, like, just use your phone, or do they I'd be like, I want all the materials you have here.
That's a good question. If anybody knows the answer, let us know. I mean, maybe, like, do you walk in and they maybe have, like a VHS library?
I hope so.
That you're allowed to, but maybe some guys you just need, like, quiet. Just quiet and darkness, you know?
maybe I can find that porno that I watched back in 2008 about the. Oh, I think it was like a Hot Rods ripoff. Yeah, that was a good one. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they just have a collection of porn parodies from the like late 2000s.
Yeah, featuring Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. They have they had that really good documentary, An Inconvenient Anus.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes, Lindsay Lohan. All these people were definitely there.
All right,
but
final
that's
headline of the day.
No, I think that was it.
No, I got one for you. I've only done two.
Oh, I started. Sorry, that was my bad. Keep going.
So, Alabama lawmakers bill would force men to get vasectomies at 50.
Oh my God, so much sperm going on in today's episode.
She is.
This is perfect. A new Alabama law would force men to get vasectomies at age 50, which is honestly not a bad idea. Nobody wants to be an older father. I think my parents were relatively young when I was a kid. Your dad can still kind of play catch with you and all that kind of stuff. But it's Alabama we're talking about here, right? The gross sexual paradise that is Alabama. Like, these people, they probably have 32-year-olds banging 20-year-olds. They have 50-year-olds banging 40-year-olds. They have 70-year-olds banging 19-year-olds. Have you ever seen those episodes of Maury when it's like the old young couples and it'll be just some gross-looking 60-year-old and then like a 19-year-old who's like in love with them? I bet they're all from Alabama. And I can see that being a big problem. A bunch of guys who are like 50 plus just going in raw dogging everywhere because they're 50 and they don't give a shit. They're just pussed enough nuts. Keeping that high sperm count and just maybe getting all these people pregnant. Maybe this is a big problem. Like, the average age of a father is like 48. That being said, though, Alabama seems like one of those every sperm is sacred type of places, and they wouldn't allow for that. So I'm going to say that this is asinine.
This is a headline, big guy.
It's a headline.
This is a headline, and essentially what's going on is the bill maker actually comes out with like a decent point. There was a bill that came out a few weeks back.
Before you say decent point, okay. Let's keep going.
Because there was an abortion bill that came out like 2 weeks before that put an absolute ban on abortion. They're basically saying, well, I think most people that have abortions are probably over 50, so why don't we just have a required vasectomy if we're going to do that?
That's problematic. I think
it definitely has issues. Definitely has issues.
We can say the least, but male birth control. I'm all for male birth control. Because I equally don't want to get somebody pregnant.
That's right.
I don't know if there's like a pill I can take. Maybe, Cam, when we go to the sperm clinic, we can actually ask, like, how do we lower our sperm counts?
Right.
Because I'm at 120.
So high.
I'm at 120 million sperm per ejaculate. At time of
no,
cum.
mine's per milliliter.
Per milliliter, yeah. Like, these guys are fighting just to kind of get there, right? I'm worried that, I'm not even gonna have twins. I'm gonna have like these like sextuplets. It's gonna be a John and Kate plus 8 type situation.
That's a game plan.
That's the game plan.
All right. Well, I think that wraps that's up the show, and we're gonna take this ad down now, unless we get it in the outro.
Yeah, folks, you know what? So we tried to get rid of this car polisher. Do you want this car polisher? Tune in live.
Too bad.
When we record the show, so you guys gotta figure out, so when we record the show, or just keep refreshing Kijiji Kitchener free, because eventually you're gonna see it. Like, you're gonna see, it's gonna come up, and maybe you could actually be the one to respond to this ad. But we're taking it off at we have just crested the, what time are we at? 46-minute mark. So we're at 46 minutes live. This wasn't as fruitful as we could have hoped, but you know what? God damn it, Cam, we're gonna wait until next week, where hopefully we have something better for you. And that's all the time we actually have. So the ad is coming down. The boys are back in town, and Cam, I think we had another great show.
Thank you. You did great today.
Oh no, Cam, you did so great today.
Bye, everybody.
Cams.